This is just much more than barbecue, right?
So
I'm going to drink it?
You can drink it. You can have a smoked dessert. That smoking is the new bacon. I mean, for so years we've heard about how bad smoking is for you. Now smoking is the newest food trend. It's everywhere. It's in ice, in cocktails.
How do they do it? How do they make it work? I mean, you just think of something smoking. I mean, you think of like a little bit of smoky flavor, like a tomato sauce or something. But this is a much greater variety of food.
So there are lots of ways to do it. First of all, it's baseline caveman cooking. You take wood, you make it hot, you get it smoldering, and the smoke will flavor your food. It will also coat it, will change the color a little bit, and you can control it in a restaurant kitchen if you're a very scientific guy, or you can do it in your backyard on your kettle drum cooker.
It's like man takes food, man takes smoke, man takes wood, sets fire to it. And then you get this. We're looking at some of these shows, like with Bobby Flay now. They're all promoting smoky, sort of smoked foods. Is that really what's driving it on the consumer level? And I'm seeing a bunch of books you brought on here too.
Sure. I mean, there are a number of things driving it. One, the grilling industry credits the extended downturn. They say people are eating in more often, people aren't taking expensive vacations, the price of gas is too high. This is a vacation you can take in your backyard. You already own a grill. 86% of American homes have a grill, and so this is something you can learn to do. It's also very social. It takes about 36 hours to smoke a pork butt. You have a party. It doesn't cost. They're less expensive cuts of meat that you are making amazing.
And how do you smoke how do you do a smoked cocktail?
So. Couple of different ways. There is a bartender in Boston who will take mesquite chips and soak them in liquor, and then he'll make ice out of them.
Look at that.
And you can also add smoke with a little hand-fired smoker to a cocktail. So you don't need a big backyard barbecue or a fireplace. You can actually get the smoking gun at Williams-Sonoma.
So is this trend sort of a wow factor too in the restaurants? I mean, like, do they actually come to the table and have sort of smoke in a beaker that pours out?
There is definitely that element of showmanship, like, voila, we have smoke. But most chefs will say it speaks to a kind of nostalgia. It says this reminds you of home cooking, and there's an argument that we have evolved to enjoy the smoky flavor of foods, that human evolution was dependent on learning to use fire and tools. So it brings us back to a place where we think everything's going to be okay.
Now, Weber Grills, we had them on another one of our shows, Off Duty, last week, and they basically brought all these sort of smoked, flavored wood chips that you can use in a smoker box in their grills. I mean, it was everything from like apple to, I mean, vanilla, I mean, all of these flavors. So is that a pretty simple way, just buying the chips and putting that in a smoker box and putting your fish or your salmon, your salmon or your steak in there?
I mean, it depends. It's worth learning about, and I think that's one of the appeals to it, is it has a kind of connoisseurship quality. You can take wood, you can make it smoke, and you can get flavors. You won't necessarily get the flavors you want. You want a hard wood, you would like a fruit wood. You can draw out different distinctions. Delicate things like fish don't necessarily take to a very heavy smoky flavor. So it's worth learning about, and there are a raft of new cookbooks on the market. There is a ton of new equipment from Weber and other companies. You can walk into any cooking supply store and your eyes will pop. There are so many different colors of paint in this paint box right now.
Not everybody loves the smoky taste, though, right? I mean, I like it on some things, but there's sometimes I eat, I'm like, why do they do the smoke? Like, so some of these restaurants, I'm going to kind of be out of luck because their whole restaurant's devoted to this concept right now.
Well, so like a vegetarian, you might not go to a barbecue joint, but food scientists have found that, in fact, while we crave it, it's one of the flavors that humans really like. Too much and we absolutely turn off. That is a good diet technique, because you cannot eat too much smoking food without your brain just going, no way. We know that smoke is harmful. It has carcinogens. It's got tar.
Right.
It's your body responding to something that is a little bit of poison.
But so it's not. It is healthy, or it's not healthy.
So a little bit won't kill you. If you are smoking food every day, like a pack of cigarettes, you might consider dialing it back.
Not so good. All right. More on that in the Personal Journal tomorrow. You did a great job. Good report. Everybody gets the good reporting jobs here. I can't believe this.
I got to be certified as a Kansas City barbecue judge.
Nice. Nice. You can come cook at my next one. Sarah Rose, thanks for being here.